Have you ever noticed how your pain or fatigue can feel so random? One day you feel perfect, energized, fluid, and happy. And the next day, you can't turn your head, your back hurts, you're exhausted, and every little sound throws you into an irritated rage. What is going on? Today, I want to present you with a foundational concept from the brain-based practitioner world that's going to explain everything. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tara Bianca, and I am a longtime holistic health coach, an Oxygen Advantage master instructor, and a Z Health certified practitioner teaching functional and performance-based breathing and nervous system conditioning. Let's talk about the threat bucket. I think this is an outstanding visual analogy that comes out of my studies with the Z Health community that helps to explain the idea of the individualized threat neuromatrix, which we were talking about in the last video, in super simple terms that anyone can relate to. So what are we looking at here? We have a bucket, and I want you to imagine that you start off each day with a relatively empty bucket. But as you progress through your day, more and more threats keep getting added. Maybe you have a disagreement with your significant other, threat in the bucket. Maybe you have an important deadline at work and you're not sure if you're going to finish on time, threat in the bucket. Maybe you get stuck in traffic or the weather is really bad, threat in the bucket. Maybe your sleep has been awful or you're eating a lot of junk food, more threats in the bucket, you get it. Now, what if you also have an underlying visual or vestibular dysfunction that you're not even aware of? What if your eyes or your inner ears aren't relaying accurate information to your brain? Or what if you have scar tissue that's never been addressed, it's never been rehabbed, and you have some blurry maps in your proprioceptive system? You have things going on that you're not even consciously aware of, but that are also adding threats to your bucket. So now, what determines if your bucket actually overflows, and what are the consequences of that overflow? Well, this bucket has a spout on the side. And the amount of tolerance for threat that you have, or we might say the amount of resilience that you have, is visually demonstrated by how high up on the bucket your spout is attached. So a spout that's really high indicates that you have a really large window of tolerance and that you can take in a lot of threatening signals from various parts of your life before you feel the negative consequences. And that's sort of the goal when it comes to brain-based training or neurotraining. We want to get everyone's spout as high up on that bucket as we can so that you have as much tolerance for threat as possible. Now, if your threat signals reach the threshold of the spout, what are we dealing with? Well, your brain is going to create protective outputs, which are almost always undesirable, in order to get you to change your behavior and bring you back into a place of safety. Examples of outputs again are pain, limited range of motion, an immune response. So maybe you come down with a flu, a sympathetic response. Your heart starts racing, your breathing accelerates, you start sweating. You might have an angry outburst, etc. And this is why pain, mobility, immune response, energy levels, and stress can feel so random from day to day. It's because the threats going into your bucket and the position of your spout are always shifting. Here's the good news and the true beauty of a brain-based neurological model. We don't have to fix or even address every single one of these threats in your bucket in order to get a beneficial result. We don't even necessarily have to know which is the worst offender. The goal in learning to take control of the things you can actually take control of is to reduce the overall threat coming into the system so that you have a larger window of tolerance and you are much less likely to have a dysfunctional output spilling from your spout. A great place to start is cleaning up your inputs, and I would love to assist you with that process. If you're interested, please reach out to me by email. Right now, I'm offering a discount on one-to-one neurocoaching. Oh, and FYI, not all inputs are created equal. Your nervous system has a distinct hierarchy. Some systems carry far more weight than others, and that's what we're going to talk about next. As always, please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next video.